Alright guys, so next for the agenda we have a game. Why do we have two games? Because that's one of the things that you guys wanted, so there's another game. Last time we did a game by blowing balloons, so we thought it's fun having balloons with vibrant colors, so we're gonna do the balloon game but not with a variety. So Nagesh, you wanna come front?
Yeah.
And then Deepak, we need one more volunteer who can be a product owner. Who can be please come on. Okay, so the idea of the game is we're gonna be splitting ourselves into teams, and then you're gonna be Scrum teams. So you have to do what you have to do to build the product based on our requirements as a Scrum team, right? And then we're gonna do two iterations, one for 7 minutes, and then another one for 7 minutes. In between that, as POs, we would be available all the time throughout the sprint duration. But you'd have to Scrum, you'd have to sprint. Okay. So here are the requirements. You want to take over?
Yeah.
Okay, that is done.
Questions? We are POs?
Yeah, this is what we want.
What do you want?
First explain.
You'll be provided with balloons. You have to come up with a balloon having all these specifications.
If you want, take a photograph of that.
Okay.
Let it go with you.
It can be here, but you're going to move into the team rooms to play the game.
See the TV.
Better to take a snap of it. Maybe one member from the team. What we are going to do is we are going to split into 8 teams.
Same
Because, pardon?
It's the same 18, right?
No, we're going to make it different. Yeah, no, not allowed.
Because why 8 teams? Because that will become our ideal Scrum teams of size 6 plus minus 3. So we'll fall into that particular green zone. So we'll become the Scrum teams, and then we are going to come up with this during the 7 minutes of time box.
Alright, so we can do this? Well, there's one thing. If the balloons are elliptical, then it's okay if the length is 9 inch. Not exactly the width. Okay, so that is a relaxation you guys have as Scrum teams. And as POs, it's okay for us.
How we can measure the inches?
You got scales for measure the inches, you have pens, and then permanent markers to draw over the balloons, you got threads to try, all stationaries are there at your team rooms. So can we start the sprint? We need this, we really have to sell this product in the next half an hour. Our market needs it. Yeah?
How many you need?
Oh yeah, so
That's a good question.
I have my thing in mind, so you as teams, tell us, make a commitment, and see what you can do about it.
Two each?
Per team.
It has to be
Yeah,
as per
team
the
two.
team. The team has to give the forecast.
Yeah, then let's select the team first.
Alright, 1, 2,
Let's do
3,
that.
4.
You are self-organizing people.
Until 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do it that way, or
Yeah.
okay, start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Now start the first side, last.
Okay, you go. He's the video recording.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5,
6, 7, 8.
1, 2,
3.
4, 5, 6, 7,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
8,
1, 2,
4, 6, 7,
5, 6,
3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1.
Alright, for team 1 and 2, Deepak is the PO. For team 3 and 4, I am the PO. For teams 5 and 6, Epin is the PO. For 7 and 8, Nagesh is the PO. We will be available. We will not be. We'll be available if you want us.
Yeah.
Alright?
We are not 100% allocated to a team,
Yeah.
but we will ensure our availability is there.
The question comes now, how many balloons?
Yes.
You
Decide. Do your forecast plan and let us know. We'll be there. Let's
Yeah, yeah.
organize ourselves in the team room. Stationaries are there.
Contact your concerned POs.
Team 2. Yep.
Okay. How was the experience? What we would like to do now is reflect on what your experiences were in 2 different sprints and what improvements you saw, especially in the second sprint, alright? So maybe we will give 1 minute per team and then we'll close the game,
Yeah.
alright?
Yeah.
So
Who wants to go first? Which team? Okay, go first. Number 1.
Team 1.
Alright, team 1, we'll go with number 1. Team 1, where's team 1?
still count.
Oh yeah, team 1.
Whoever is available, please talk.
Next to you.
Alright, you got a minute to talk about what you learned in the game.
1 minute.
We didn't know where to start, right? The balloon has to be 9-inch, and we don't know lengthwise, widthwise, how do you control the airflow, right? But somehow we got it, and we got the eye is supposed to be 2 inches, we are having 2.5 inches, so we got rejected, we didn't have any templates. So the next time when we got to know that these are the problems which we have, we made a few templates which actually worked for us. So we made the eye behind a glass circle, and then the nose and the mouth, we made some kind of template, and it worked, and we could make it just 2 of them, which was
What was the velocity
off.
from first sprint to second sprint? Did it improve?
Well, the first one, it was better because we didn't know what we were doing.
It may happen, guys.
No, it was better actually.
So we didn't promise on the velocity in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah, so we ran 4 of them, 2 of them burst out. We didn't know, so we just keep on doing something, right? So when we know that what exactly to be done, then the velocity came down. But at least we made sure we made it to quality.
But you delivered a quality product, right?
2 of them.
Let's have
Alright,
class.
last one. And team 2? Team 2, anybody? Okay.
Hi.
Who was your product owner? Was he available all the time?
No.
Standing.
He was always in the other room.
He came on later.
Okay.
What improvements do you feel you had in the second sprint?
First time, actually, we didn't do any planning. We just started right away. Okay, so it was completely unorganized. Second time, we knew okay what we have to do. We knew we had a stances for eyes and we created those. Then we created stances for nose and mouth, and it was quite fast. That's what helped. We didn't plan. That was the major problem. We just started right away, thinking that we'll do a lot of things, but it was.
But you learned, right?
Yeah, we learned.
Awesome.
Alright. Team 3, anybody?
Yep.
Who's your PO?
I'll ask all my teammates to add on. But as Team 2 did, we also did not do any planning. You know,
What happened in your first sprint?
as happens in regular projects, everyone jumped onto the filling the air, right? We had some 6 balloons with air, no eyes, no nose, no nothing. Right, and my product owner was pretty unhappy seeing that these products he cannot obviously take into the market.
And most of all, we overcommitted. We were 6 people, we thought we could do 8.
Yeah, we committed 8, and some of the team members are also not aware of the commitments, right? So we were, just figuring out how could we commit 8 and whether we are able to deliver or not. So it was a pretty disaster. The sprint 1 was.
How was the sprint 2?
Sprint 2 was very organized. We spent 1 minute in the sprint planning session. We thought we will divide ourselves into certain specialist tasks. Somebody was drawing, somebody actually we drew a stencil, one single stencil where we marked the eyes, nose and the mouth, and we cut it. And we also did commit for 3, and since we had some specialist roles, we were able to deliver 5 actually. And thankfully all 5 of them.
Velocity.
Yeah, we actually did, and the product owner accepted all 5.
We improved the velocity and product owner gave 4.9 for 5.
Wow.
Alright, I was the PO.
And the product
so-
owner rated that.
Team 4. Team 4.
Come on.
Yeah, in our case, I think we had a good experience overall. In the first sprint, we planned initially, and we all committed 3. And we, in the first sprint itself, because we have planned, we come up with good engineering ideas, made templates exactly, cutting and then pasting it. And at the end of it, we could deliver 3. All of them were approved. We got a rating 4.9 out of 5. From our product owner was extremely happy. The retrospect was, the circles. We didn't have any template, and we were struggling to draw good circles. So that was a retrospect. In the sprint 2, we created template for circles as well, and we were more precise on the measurements. We already had templates, so we were more precise on measurements. We committed 4, thinking we already are experienced and we could deliver 1 more.
Correct.
But what happened is we ended up only delivering 3, and 4 was not completed.
So the sprint failed.
So the sprint commitment failed, but the velocity was still 3p.
You did not meet the sprint goal. But you learned, right?
Yes.
Alright, let's clap and give team number 5.
So to add in the team member 4, the second sprint we were able to make one and we were able to deliver it first and get the feedback from the.
In sprint demo, you guys did in sprint demo. That's amazing.
Wow, that's cool. I forgot. Who's team number 5? Okay, nobody from team number 5. Is
No,
it?
we have so many people. We can't speak all of them. No? So you speak. Come on, somebody has to be a brave soul.
Who's the Scrum Master? You can.
In sprint 1, we did with little planning. We were able to deliver 5 and product owner accepted all 5. And in iteration 2, what happened was we did little over planning. And actually, definition of done was not there with us. Some key dimensions were missing. Still, we could deliver only 4 out of 5.
What's the learning out of it?
Committed. Learning was don't start a story without definition of done. And also
Definition of
don't
ready?
overcommit.
Okay, anyways.
Team 6? Team 6. Team 6. Oh, okay. Tomorrow maybe?
First sprint we delivered 3 because without planning actually so many resources are adding, no planning, but it went well. Again next sprint all the resources are utilized.
Resources, meaning?
Persons and where.
Okay. Okay.
Let's call people, right? Let's call people.
And we have delivered 11. In that some of the 8 got rejected. 11.
8 got rejected. What went wrong? What went wrong?
Not 8. Some.
What went wrong? You guys retro.
Yeah, we have done the retro also. But actually, we don't have an eraser to. It's not erasable marker.
You have to look into your engineering practices.
Yeah, and one more thing that the team faced is like we had peer pressure. The other team were doing too many than what we did in the first sprint. So it's a competition. The second sprint we wanted to do more. So we did not concentrate on the whole thing.
Okay. What do you guys learn?
Never look at what others are doing. Concentrate on your balloon.
Clap for this guy. Team 7.
Yeah, so we committed for 5. So we started off initially there was a confusion who's going to fill the air in the balloon and who's going to mark the nose and all that. So finally we did some planning and everybody was well self-organized and we delivered 7 in the first iteration. But there was a confusion. 8 in the first we delivered 8. Sorry, yeah.
Alignment is missing inside.
So in between we busted one balloon. And but there was a confusion. We didn't get in touch with the product owner to see what kind of colors he needs and different colors. Then in iteration 2, then we committed for 7 and delivered all the 7 and it was accepted
With all the colors.
and with all the colors and we
You guys did in sprint demo as well.
correct. We had the sprint demo as well.
And the Pro PO was very happy.
Yes.
By the way, this was the team which has got both the sprints passed. Okay. Team 8. Yes, madam, please.
She wanted to go first.
Please speak up.
Auto sprint demo.
How was your experience?
to accept the product.
Now master will speak. Please.
Come on, it's team.
So actually we had, in the first sprint we did the planning, everything went fine, but then we had a miscommunication with the product owner. We had committed 3 for both the sprints, but the product owner thought it is for the first sprint. So that was the communication. We did not involve him in our meetings, that's it. Then second sprint, after the inspection and adapting, we had called him in between also. We had clearly given him the requirements also, and we did a in between demo, and it was a good success. Like we could deliver, and we added some extra things also. Good to have stuff to the product as well.
Icing on the cake. Finance guys. So guys, overall you guys felt that this was a useful session? Yes. There was some learning out of it.
Yes.
Practically we have learned, right, how the dream. So basically what we wanted to tell everybody is a self-organizing team has to pass through 4 stages: forming, storming, norming and performing. So when the team is formed, everybody has scattered goals, they just come together, and then when they start collaborating with each other, they storm. So difference in opinions, difference in ideas, and then they start to get normalized. Everybody tries to understand each other's concerns, and the stage comes when teams start performing, right? There is a new concept which said reforming, because some may leave and some may join back again. Okay guys, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for volunteering and good job. Alright, what do we have on the agenda next?